Hello YouTube, it's BirdoPrey5, and I'm back to finish the comments from today's earlier live stream like I promised I would. The earlier live stream I've entitled Ranting and Raving because it turned out that's what I was doing, and we had to stop suddenly because Anti-Tracker was ready to do his live reaction review of the Orville, and now that that's over and the comments have finished processing, I'm going to go back to the original video where I left off. I'm going to read through those comments best as I can. I know probably a lot of those people won't be here to respond, but they can listen when they want. And Josh Street is here. And yes, another stream, Josh. I didn't finish the comments in the previous stream, as I mentioned, and I promised I would get back to them Doomcock style. Now, I know that would have been really doing this video offline and just uploading it, but since everything was ready, I figured might as well just come back and do it. Now, I was really ready to turn in for the night, so I'm not going to have the camera up and running for this stream. It's just going to really be me going through the comments. And Qapla, Anti-Ryan Johnson, welcome for coming. I don't know, and honestly I don't know how much interaction there's going to be because I'm going to be in the other window most of the time, but when I'm done with the comments from the original stream, I'll come back over here and we'll see how many comments there are. If they can keep you typing, we can keep you up past 1 a.m. No, that's not going to happen. It's 8:36 p.m. now. Due to the time change, it actually only feels like 7:36 to me, but I'm going to tell you by 9, 10 o'clock the latest, I'm going to be ready to call it a night, whether I finish the comments or not. So, yeah, don't type in anything you'd really feel bad if I missed at this point. This stream, it's already near my bedtime, says Anti-Ryan Johnson. I understand, believe me. Okay, with that, that's the last comment I'm going to read from this stream until I'm done reading the old comments. And for those of you following along my earlier video today, I will put the link in the description after I'm done. But I'm reading from Wait, I'm Lost. Is he saying that Trump eats Fruity Pebbles? And that was posted by the Anti-Tracker at 5:29 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or is it Eastern Daylight Time now? Whatever, Eastern Time. 5:29 Eastern Time. The Anti-Tracker. Wait, I am lost. Is he eating Fruity Pebbles? I don't know exactly where I say it, but at the 2 hour and 44 minute and 14 second mark in the earlier video, this is the third or comment down or so from the top. So that's from where I'm starting to read the comments. So again, Anti-Tracker says, wait, I'm lost. Is he saying that Trump eats Fruity Pebbles? And no, I was saying that Fruity Pebbles suck compared to Fruit Loops. Anti-Tracker then says, or that the media is hiding good fruit-flavored cereal. Well, Fruit Loops and Fruity Cheerios are both good fruit-flavored cereals. Thomas Potts says, how about an invader symbol? Talking about Anti-Tracker's new City Skylines map. Darth Kilhoun says to Anti-Tracker, I wouldn't doubt it seeing his average diet. Okay. Wait, what? Says Anti-Tracker. DJ Odyssey says you should just use the golden arches for Bird's Island. McDonald's. That would make a fitting island. Thomas Potts says Anti-Tracker, how about an Invaders from that really old game? I think he means Space Invaders. And DJ Odyssey says, yeah, Space Invaders. DJ or Pac-Man Island. Yes, Pac-Man Island. It could be Pac-Man chasing a ghost with a couple of pellets in between. That would make a fine addition. And yes, Thomas Potts says, yes, Space Invaders. And then Thomas also says maybe X-Men. Anti-Tracker says, yes, sorry, I did not see your message until it was too late. Anti-Ryan Johnson says, I totally forgot about that guy. Which guy? Are we talking about Waspinator? Yes, I guess so. Because the next comment is, Thomas Potts says, trolls live under bridges. And Anti-Tracker is telling me he didn't see that message until it was too late. No problem, Anti-Tracker. These things happen. Thomas Potts says, trolls live under bridges. Anti-Tracker says, I'm down for a good trolling. Lore Reloaded does good trolling. Trollita does good trolling. And DJ Odyssey yells, Ree! Hector says it's Trollita and spells it correctly. Hector says most lore videos, I'm not sure if he's trolling. Joseph says, Anti-Tracker, as you went into the apology video, I felt so much rage after watching it because trolling is one thing, being disrespectful is something totally different. I would punch that guy. Very true, Joseph, about it being very different. Of course, I'd advise not being physically violent with people who are just using words, no matter how terrible the words are. DJ Odyssey says, classic troll. All the old Rickrolled videos, yes. Anti-Tracker says, honestly, Waspy is a sad, sad case. If he put some effort into his videos, he'd be successful. DJ Odyssey says he does not need effort. He has the biggest brain in all reality. Anti-Tracker, hashtag truth. Marlena Monroe says, I'm back, and Bird is still on. Anti-Ryan Johnson says, damn, I missed the rant. You missed a lot of rants, Anti-Ryan Johnson. DJ Odyssey says, yes, Marlena. Thomas Potts says, you were talking about Anti-Tracker's mouth like normal. No. Anti-Tracker says, I don't believe he is blocked. I didn't know. I was just speculating. DJ Odyssey says, I think he lurks. Very possible. Would make sense. Anti-Tracker says, I just stopped all contact with him. I do think he was banned from the Discord. I don't know if it was, if that was a direct order from the top or just something that the mods decided to do, but Joseph says to Anti-Tracker, I will never go to his channel. I'm done with him. Hector says, honestly, Anti-Tracker, videos painting you as a tip jar. You took him as joking and welcomed him, but he was a jerk from day one. Anti-Tracker says, and by the way, Joe, I have no problem with you being subbed to Waspy. However, I said last night, I will repeat, I do not want anyone harassing him on my account. Absolutely correct, Anti-Tracker. If anyone harasses him on your account, they will only be helping him. They will be feeding I would hate to say feeding the troll because he's not a troll, but they will only be playing into his game. that I certainly have zero plans to engage him, regardless of what he says or does. That's the best way to deal with these types of people. Marlena Monroe says, and Waspy just talked about his own channel all the time during streams. Sigh. Well, some of us like to talk about our channels, Marlena. Hector says he craves his attention. All he craves is attention. Lots of people crave attention. Just being fair, but not everybody is willing to get attention at the cost of being such a-holes and male genitalias to other people. Anti-Ryan Johnson says, he said from the beginning he did it for attention to get his channel traction. Yeah, it does not appear to be working. Anti-Trekker says, yeah, the tip jar thing was funny. Marlena says, yes, he ran his mouth on Discord that he did for the subs. You're right, Johnson. Joseph says, I have a no harassment policy. I will simply ignore the guy. That is the best thing anyone can do in almost any situation. And DJ Odyssey says, yeah, just like I ranted yesterday, even The Simpsons is now at the point of taking out videos because it's a certain someone doing a voice in it. No, not Louis C.K. Anti-Tracker, Michael Jackson. John DeMarco says, we're heading towards the world of Fahrenheit 451. Books are offensive, so just get rid of them. DJ Odyssey says probably he won't see that Trekker for another hour. Lol. Well, that would probably true. John DeMarco says just substitute movies, shows, etc. for books. Yes, definitely. DJ Odyssey says, new release of The Simpsons DVD, Blu-rays, and rotations now on TV will no longer have Season 3, Episode 1 included to be shown. I wonder if there's a case to be made, because they advertise, especially if you belong to FX Plus, you pay for the Fox channel. Every Simpsons ever is the hashtag and the advertisement slogan. And so if they're not providing actually every Simpsons ever, it seems to me that they would be in breach of contract. But that's just me. Thomas Potts says, so far iTunes still has that episode. Yeah, I people say things that it's going to be phased out or pulled down or erased from a DVD. I can't imagine that they would go through the cost of remastering a master DVD or Blu-ray. I mean, I don't even think seasons are on Blu-ray. Those were episodes from like 1991, long before HD was ever invented. Why there would even be a Blu-ray of season 3 of The Simpsons? I don't even think a Blu-ray of season 3 of The Simpsons exists. So the fact that somebody would have said Blu-ray was already suspicious. And DVDs, how are they even making DVDs of season 3 anymore? I'd be hard pressed to believe that they are reprinting season 3 DVDs on any consistent basis. I mean, I think anybody who ever wanted a season 3 of The Simpsons bought it 20 years ago when they might have first come out. I know I got season 3 on DVD. I think I got to season 6 or 7 before they started slowing down, and then I just got tired of buying them, even though I certainly would have kept buying them, but they were just so hard to find. They were out of order. They started releasing some out of order. It just got stupid, so I said, screw this. And then by the time I would have started buying again, it was just better to get them on some type of download media, which is what I did, and why I have all the Simpsons of my own. Of course, when I was subscribed, when FX, the cable channel, had a streaming app on Amazon Fire TV that worked well, more nights than not, I would watch every Simpsons ever. I would just go to the app, I'd put on a random Simpsons episode from 20 plus seasons at the time, 29 seasons, I think. Now we're up to season 30 or something like that. But then they screwed up the app. They upgraded the app, and it never worked right since. And then it only had a handful of Simpsons episodes available unless you paid for it, and that was like a big FU. So no way, I mean, listen, with every Star Trek episode ever on CBS All Access and a new Star Trek in production, even though it's a very crappy Star Trek, you might have made me pay $5.99 for CBS All Access. Just because you have the Simpsons library, that is not going to make me pay $5.99 for a Fox app that also has commercials. And now the fact that you're going to tell me you're still going to take down some episodes, and even one of the most classic and beloved episodes, for a completely ridiculous and stupid reason. Now, if there was any chance of me ever paying for your network, it's completely gone. So yeah, I hope that article is wrong, but time will tell. Thomas Pot says, I didn't need to hear Bird of Prey say jerk it. Nobody needs to hear that, Thomas. DJ Odyssey says he stated he was all against book burning of any kind, but he could remove a chapter because it was his show. Marlena Monroe says he burned his own book. Anti-Tracker says in quotes, gay stuff. Thomas Potts says there's his homophobia again. DJ Odyssey says, yep, I sent him a message on Twitter. Sad you hate book burning, but you can remove your own. You sound like Reverend Lovejoy. Anti-Tricker says he will always watch it because Joe is Kaiser Sose. Oh, the usual suspects. And Anti-Trigger says, wait, did he just say OJ was innocent? Yes, Anti-Trigger. That's what I said. Did you not see the trial? Did you not hear the verdict of the jury? Anti-Tracker now he's yelling at Thomas. Thomas Pot says OJ paid Bird of Prey good money to get that not guilty verdict. I wish. DJ Odyssey says problem was the check bounced. Hector says wasn't it the Stamets actor that outed him? You're right. I think it was the Stamets actor that outed Spacey. All the more reason to hate. No, I honestly, real life situation takes precedence over. But clearly he was gay, so it's not like he wasn't gay. Thomas says, I think so, Hector. And DJ Odyssey says, yeah, Pee Wee Herman was only touched himself in a porn theater, right? And it not like it was pedophile porn; it was adult porn. So clearly, he'd be the best of those four people to watch a child. DJ Odyssey says, Anti-Tracker wasn't here when Bird admitted he would marry Kathleen Kennedy. I said, if Kathleen Kennedy had a Jeep, and I know she has a whole bunch of money, yeah, I'd probably marry her. She doesn't, I don't know her personality, really, but physically she's not unattractive for, you know, she's not, I could deal with that. I could deal with that for the nearly unlimited money she would be able to provide. We could find a way to make it work. Plus, I'd have a Jeep. Hector says, that was serious. I don't even protected my face. It was hurtful. Hector says, and they were only paintball shots. I should have taken the shot. Okay, guys, I'm off to bed. Later all, says Marlena, and she gives the Vulcan salute. And DJ Odyssey says, good night, Marlena. Actually, he just says, night, Marlena, because he's too cool to say good. And I have to speed through. Oh, you know what I should do? I should put the speed settings to 2 so that the 1.75 so that the new comments come up quicker. And Hector says, good night, Marlena. Marlena is now waving. And Thomas says, we forgot to tell AT. DJ Odyssey says, I didn't. I told him earlier. Yes, they told him that I said he should beat me on Skype when he was ready to go live, because I knew it would be an hour before I read his comments. So, but of course Anti-Tracker didn't. He just ended up going live anyway, and I saw the email. So of course it was time to end the stream. Darth Calhoun says, I just got back. Had to split a little wood to heat my house. Ah, Darth, I remember having to split wood to heat the upstate house the family has. And although we don't go up there, unfortunately, much. Well, I don't go up there at all anymore. Can't get there. Couldn't move around the house even if I did get there. But good memories. Thomas Potts says, Doomcox reads the super chats before and after mine. Yes, I watched it all. Well, Thomas, then I guess he just missed it. Hector says, Doomcock is doing after videos to respond to missed super chats. That is true. Darth Calhoun says, see, I don't know if Doomcock reads the super chats in the order they come in, or just some random order he picks. Because I can't imagine that there were 4 hours of super chats backed up in a 6-hour stream. Then he didn't get to my super chat until the 4th hour. But he did finish reading all the super chats by the time the stream was over. So for whatever reason, I think my super chat just kind of got pushed further and further back in his queue of chats. I don't know why it works. But Dark Calhoun says the academic agent was until a pause in is there Skype debate to answer super chats. The academic agent waits until a pause in their Skype debates to answer super chats. Anti-Tracker says, speaking of 4 hours, is Joe going to read this within the next 4 hours? Actually, I think I did. Thomas Potts says no. DJ says if you Skype him, he'll stop now. Anti-Tracker says he would marry anyone, just no gay stuff. Hector says he is asleep already, AT. You really guys thought I was asleep? Thomas Potts says, or just yell in the chat. Hector says he's trying to catch up with the comments. Hector says, poor soul. DJ says, yeah, the yelling anti-tracker, it worked last time. Well, it did, but that was because I had a second stream of comments going in the game. Anti-tracker says, I've been here over an hour and he has not even realized I'm here. Jeez. Technically, I did realize you were there. I just didn't say anything. But, you know, because I didn't get to your comments yet. DJ Odyssey says he's seen you was here 10 minutes ago. Yes. He said for you to Skype him. Lol. Actor says if you start the stream, he would receive notifications. No. Actor says Skype him. Do it. DJ Odyssey says Skype him. About damn time. Hey, if you guys don't want to be here. Hector says he's almost KO. End his suffering. Yeah, you know what? I am kind of happy. Anti-Tracker did start the stream when he could. I don't know how much longer I could have gone. Reading comment after comment. After comment. His couple of hours to watch the Orville was a well-used break. Let's see. Hector says between our comments, his responses, our response, his response to our response, this never ends. Darth Calhoun says, I wonder what Jesus thinks of our world right now. DJ Odyssey says, see, Thomas, some of us remembered. Lol. Thomas Potts is lolling. Robert Knoll says to Anti-Tracker, I will miss tonight's live stream as I have a family night of WWE pay-per-view with my kids, but we will watch later. Robert, do your kids know that professional wrestling is fake? Anti-Tracker says to Robert Knowles, that is cool. Enjoy your fam. You have permission from Anti-Tracker to enjoy your family, Robert. I suggest you take it. Not many people get that permission. Let's see, where are we? Darth Calhoun says the Russian government is debating of bringing back the Tsar as a constitutional monarchy. And DJ Odyssey says, see a bird. Thomas Potts says, bye, bird of prey. By DJ. DJ says, lol. John DeMarco says, see you all over at Anti-Tracker stream. Joseph says, bye. And I guess this was the end of the stream. Indeed it was. So there I did. I fulfilled my promise. I made it through all of those comments. And let me get the link to this video so I can put it in the description of this video. And okay, not too many comments here, so let's finish these off. Josh Street says, you stayed up last night for anti-trackers STD torture. Well, I was up for the beginning of it, Josh Street. I ended up falling asleep probably about 20 minutes into the stream. And after 5 minutes, I'd already started laying back. So unfortunately, I could see some people were saying my name. I saw my name highlighted, but I was too far away to read what was being said. So I was going to go back and read it this morning, and then I forgot, to be honest, until just now. Because when I went back this morning, I skipped all the way to like a half hour in, so I could start hearing from a point that I didn't listen to last night. Richie Poole says, hey, you're doing another live stream. Well, Richie, this is like part 2 of the live stream from earlier today. This is just to get through all the comments. Ryan Johnson says, have a good night, everyone. I'm off to bed. Have a good night, Ryan Johnson. Richie Poole says, I inadvertently hit mute during your last live stream, and it took me a while to figure out what I had done. Well, it happens. Can always go back and re-listen. Unlike when I mute my microphone and talk for 30 minutes like I did a couple days ago and realize I completely wasted a half hour or more of my life recording a video with absolutely no audio on it. And it was a complete waste of time. Complete waste of my time. Had to redo it all from scratch. Richie Poole says, are you reading comments from your previous stream? Yes. Yes, I am. That's the point. John Araki says, Qapla, John. John Araki says, OJ, Cosby, R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, and Smollett are all innocent. Okay. Richie Poole says, the Jeep makes all the difference. It does. John Araki says, when I finally dies, we should keep his YouTube channel going. Oh, when Anti dies, we should keep his YouTube going, like Marvel is with Stan Lee. No rest for the wicked, I say. Oh, how that is totally cruel, John. Richie Poole says, how much wood could a wood splitter split if a wood splitter could split wood? Well, Richie, I know for a fact that a wood splitter can split wood, so it splits all the wood you put in it, and sometimes fingers. Brian McFarland says, hi-de-ho, everybody. Hi-de-ho, Brian. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to part 2 of today's stream. Richie Poole says, Bird is reading comments from an alternate universe. Yes, a universe that existed about 3 hours prior to this one. Thomas Potts yells first. Sure, Thomas. You can be first. Richie Poole says first after about 6 others, Thomas. Thomas Potts says 1/6 then. Well, Thomas Potts is right about 1 in 6 times every time. Richie Poole says, you are Borg Drone 6 of 6, Thomas. Thomas says, wait, kids watch Anti-Trekker? Did I say that? Richie Poole says, wouldn't that be child abuse? Now he has a whole bunch more to read. It's not a whole bunch. This is nothing. Thomas says, now time for these comments. Exactly. And John Araki says, I hope Anti isn't showing his lore porn collection to young kids. Oh. No, that is not. that would definitely be an arrestable offense. So, yeah. Okay, guys. I made it through all the comments from the previous video and this video. I feel my obligation is done, but nevertheless, thank you guys all for coming, for showing up, for commenting, and all the great things you do. I was so happy to hang out with you guys tonight. And honestly, if you only here for this stream and did not see my earlier stream today, really check it out. I think it went well. It was, I didn't have a set topic, but man, I got into ranting, some serious rants about all kinds of things: Star Trek, the Orville, politics, I don't know, religion at some point. I forget, but yes, at one point says, I think the quote was, "I don't know what's coming out of my mouth, but I like it." Yeah. It was a good stream. I think I had some good energy. So yeah, definitely try to check that one out earlier from today if you haven't seen it. And with that, I think I will call it a night and try to wake up tomorrow. I'm sorry, I didn't mean for such a pause, but I ended up yawning. And try to wake up tomorrow a little bit more acclimated to the time change. So, politics and religion, I'd have to see that, says Richie Fool. I don't know if there was much religion, but I think there was a little. Thomas Potts says, "See you tomorrow, Bird of Prey, and everyone. See ya on the flip side, Bird of Prey. Peace out, Bird," says Brian. Good night, Bird, says John. Yes, thank you all. Good night. This time change sucks indeed, Brian. And I did say in the earlier stream, and it was one of the things that caused one of many tangents, that whatever politician running for president promises to end daylight saving time, whether we stay on it forever, whether we never go on it, or whether we split the difference, whichever candidate is just going to say no more changing of the clocks, I'm going to vote for them regardless of their party or affiliation. I swear I am. Because that is the one issue that I think we could honestly fix despite the great partisan divide. Because this really isn't a partisan issue one way or the other. And we have plenty of reasons on why we should stop it. Heart attacks, accidents, most importantly, are up after the change of the clocks. So, why? It is not worth it, especially now that people have LED bulbs and they're not spending nearly as much percentage of money of electricity on electric light as they used to. So there's just no reason. We don't observe DST where I live, says Richie Poole. That is an excellent, excellent thing, Richie. You don't know what you're missing, or maybe you do, but good for you. So good night, and Qapla. Until next time. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. If you want to visit me, check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media. on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. And if you're really crazy, you can send me some money on PayPal. Take care.